Ta-da. There we go. Welcome. Good evening, everybody. We're back. The SGC, the Spiritual Guidance Centre. Thank you for joining us. It is Sunday evening, slightly after 7. Good evening, Joe. Good evening, Mary. I hope you're well. Very well, thank you. How are you, Joe? Wendy.
Good morning, Australia, Mummy.
How the devil are you? Have you been in the background? I nearly said something, which is not what I wanted to say, because I don't want to offend you. Not that I ever would intentionally, but it could easily be misconstrued. Yeah. So yeah, it's Sunday night. It's that time of the evening where we all, thank you, Joe, where we all come together in this quiet little corner and
having another transformation.
Yeah, have you noticed? I'm good. Missed last show. I was babysitting. Oh, I thought your children were all grown up.
You don't babysit your own children.
Do you know? Right. Okay. She must mean her grandchildren. How nice. Spend some time with them. Why am I speaking quietly? It's because you are, isn't it? I'm not quiet. Someone else is quiet. Yes. It must be really early where you are, anyway, Wendy. So I'm pleased you managed to join us.
Joe says she was just looking at the picture.
Yeah. Do you like it, Joe?
Do you want a spoon?
No.
It's a moon.
It's a moon. Different phases. Isn't it nice though? It's lovely.
Just didn't get around to do that.
Yeah, it will get done at some point, won't it? Yes. I'm sorry your voice is no better, Maria. Yes, it's 4 a.m. Emily. Set my. Did you set your alarm?
Did you?
Wow. Now, are we on your big screen?
Are we on the telly?
Are we on the telly?
Are we in bright lights?
Probably not. No, because it's early mornings, isn't it? Have you got yourself a cuppa? I had a grandson for 5 nights. That's more than babysitting. That's like moving in, isn't it? Eh? Christ. That's a lot, isn't it? Still, I'm sure you had a wonderful time. Marlene, hi, Maria Lee. Hope you're both okay, apart from your voice.
Yeah.
I'm very well, thank you, Marlene, for asking. I have a new telly. Oh, you are? I have a new telly, 65 inches. Yes. Have a hot chocolate. That's the way to do it, isn't it? Hot chocolate in the morning. Just out of curiosity, is it warm at that time of the morning? Or is it still quite chilly? I thought he had moved. Yeah, I bet you did, didn't you? Yeah. And when gave grandson back, was it your grandson? Did you make sure they took all the stuff with them? Or did they just leave it everywhere? I thought you knew. It's brilliant. Because they have a tendency to do that, don't they? They just leave all their stuff everywhere. Yeah. Mrs. McGonagall? Blimey. You're early. No, it's 6 degrees. No, but that's still
cold.
Yeah. Hence the hot chocolate, I suppose. You know. Ah, dear. So, are we all settled in? I did want to say to Marlene, actually, what is it that you're wanting to know? Not from me specifically, but is there something that's on your mind that you're wanting to know? Oh, that's another one. Your voice sounds a little bit Maria, but it's taking a long time to get better. Yeah.
Tell me about
She says, tell me about it. He is here most days, but I'm trying to teach him to pick up after himself. He brings his plates to the... Oh, that's good. Not bad, considering, what is he, 21? Pick up after yourself. Still, it's nice to know that you can share those family moments together. It's interesting, isn't it? Family, having time. Do we make enough time for families these days? Do you feel guilty of that yourselves? Making time for family?
it. Yeah, get it, but not.
Yeah, I get out, but not quite.
Not
Oh, not that
out.
quite old. Okay, 18 then. How do I get back on track? Ah, you mean like center yourself and get back onto your pathway? Because we do always tend to wander off a little bit of our pathway, and that's life. That's what it does to you. But remember your foundations. Remember how to sit quietly, still the mind. How to journal. Get back out in nature again. Get the basics right. Feel part of something other than yourself. Maybe it's not just about being able to sit on your own, but be able to feel that you're part of something bigger, because we're all part of the same consciousness at the end of the day. But it's an easily thing done to get off track and then wonder how to get back on. Always feel guilty if I don't have the energy. Yes, you're right. Yeah, but then is that a belief system that you've incorporated into yourself about feeling guilty? You know,
Energy.
yeah.
Not being
Yeah, because you've not got the energy, you're not feeling very well, you then feel guilty about it because of that. And see how that would then create a kind of circular thinking where you're kind of stuck in that motion of thought, and you have to break that cycle of thinking, because it's the only way really to sort of step out of that environment of your own headspace to then allow yourself to move forward again. By breaking that cycle, you can then start to incorporate things into your life that you once did or haven't been able to get to do. I'm at my worst. Oh, I'm my worst critic. Yeah, well, we all are really, but you know, if you are really that bad as being your worst critic, then again, challenge that belief system. Say it's okay to have time out if you need it, you know, and don't feel bad about it. Respect what your body needs. If it needs time and space and time for energy to rebuild itself back up, then give it. Kind of nurture that energy, that thought process, that you're actually protecting yourself by giving it what it needs, not bombarding the headspace with negative thoughts of, I feel guilty about this, I'm not doing enough or whatever. Do what you can to do what you can, but then don't kind of get into that rut of I'm displeased with myself because of what I've not achieved. Works both ways. If people don't bother me, then I'm not going to reach out to them unless I have to. Oh, I'm still practicing being a bit selfish, Marlene. You have to be selfish for your own protection of your own thoughts and energy and time. You have to respect that boundary that you want to put out there. You know, because if you give an inch, people take a mile. You know, they take liberties, don't they? And not like sometimes they don't necessarily know that they take liberties. I've painted myself again. But people do, you know. That's what I need to hear, Lee. Feels weird to put myself first. Yeah, but
practice makes perfect.
yeah, practice that ethics of putting yourself first all the time in terms of what your needs are, and then think, well, if there's any space or room for anything else, then that can come. Thanks, A. Who's A? But yeah, it's an easy one to get into, isn't it? That's that sort of process of thinking, you know. But again, like if you were, I don't know, nurturing a plant. You know, you give it all the time and energy it needs, wouldn't you? You're going to feed it, water it, put it in the right position to get the heat. Is that right? Heat, sun, whatever it is that it needs. You give it its need. Why can't you do the same to yourself? Give what you need for you. Because I'm pretty sure others will take what they need from you and not give it a thought, but say thank you for it, but, you know, that's it sort of thing. So put those boundaries up in place so that you can protect yourself for what your own thoughts, consciousness, body, etc. needs to nurture itself again. It's not easy. Because it sounds odd. Again, a belief system that we've kind of got into this thought process of putting oneself first is a bad idea. Why? They don't live in your body. They don't live in your mindset. They don't know how you feel every day. So who is to judge, or who's got the right to judge you other than your own thoughts? So be kind to yourself, be kind to those around you, but give yourself what you need. But don't forget all to hit the like. Well done. Hit that like button and that subscribe button. We're trying our best. Lynn Kitchen. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for the healing last week. I read my husband's ex-husband's biography. It was painful until I created the distance. It was his story. Wow. Well, I hope it helped anyway. Kim. It's Lynn. I put the K in front of the Lynn and Kim. Yeah, I hope that did help with you last week. Barney says it helps to hear others say it. Thanks a million. I suppose it does in that context of putting it in that kind of sort of thought process.
It's to be reminded that
Yeah.
you should kind of seek your own validation and not others' validation.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, you seek your own validation. That's really important because, you know, so often we look outside of our world for validation from others. And at the end of the day, you know, while some people can give you that support, whatever it is that you want to call it, there are others that won't. Even though you've been looking for it for a long, long time and looking for it of them for a long time, it doesn't always come. So that's when you have to start thinking about, you know, that life lesson that's being shown to you right now, because everything's a life lesson, is for you to be able to say, okay, well, what's it showing me? Where do I need to actually focus my thinking? Because in this part of my life right now, I'm only experiencing the lack, and I need to refocus and rethink, and it's an opportunity for you to learn and grow and work on yourself. Good evening, Susan. Anything from me tonight, please? Straight in there with it. Where, Susan, have you not been giving yourself support? Wendy, for me, I just looked at things as it being my job as a mum, but I forgot when they become adults, it's up to them and I need time for me. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Again, because that belief system that you kind of feed within yourself is you've always done it because you're a mum. You're someone who's cared, looked after, done all those sort of things. And you can't cut those ties as easily as you'd like to think because it carries you forward. It becomes that person who you want to be or who you have been, and therefore it becomes difficult to be something different than that.
So you learn to be.
Yeah, till you learn to be. Exactly, Wendy. Yeah. Not looking after myself. So again, in this line of thinking, Susan, this is probably apt for you right now because, you know, if you're not looking after yourself, maybe you are looking after others, maybe you will. It isn't that at all. Maybe it is just simply that you're not looking after yourself enough. Then, you know, this line of thinking is actually going to be helpful to you to start thinking more positively about yourself. What do your needs require? What are your wants in the world? Because afterwards, at the end of the day, we always compromise on things and what maybe others around us are asking of us and things like that. And we forget about our own inner self and how do we nurture that?
The other thing that I think is we find distractions.
Distractions, yeah.
So, like, you know, we're all guilty. We'll end up scrolling for
Yeah.
hours on social media
Yeah.
rather than using that time to do the things to look after ourselves.
Yeah.
Or go and do the things that we enjoy.
Yeah.
Have a long bubble bath, face mask on, whatever it is. You know.
Whatever it is that you need to give time and attention to yourself. Yeah. Had a family funeral. I care more than everyone else. Yeah. And that is difficult, isn't it? When you care more, you're not feeling. It's going to be a hard thing to say this, Susan. So when you care for everybody else, and you care more than everybody else, what you're experiencing from that is you're putting more out there, but not getting anything back. So again, it's just life is just saying to you, pull that back a little bit more. Try not to care so much for everybody else in terms of, you know, giving your space, time and energy to things that maybe others can actually do, but you know, you've got into a habit of doing things anyway. But you know, taking a step back and saying, actually, no, I don't need to be doing this as much. You can do this, or when you can maybe take a step back and let others take a lead for you. Don't feel guilty about it though. When he says it's only taking these guys 5 years to get that message through to me, Marlene.
We're not quitters.
We're not quitters, but some people are a bit slow. That's very true. It's me as a person. Yeah, but the thing is, if you recognise it's you as a person, you can change. You can change your thought process, change the way you do things, and put yourself first for a change. And all that energy that you've just said that you care for everybody else first, guess where you can put it? Back onto yourself.
It's a choice.
It is a choice. It's a choice of where you place your energies. Yeah. They're laughing. It's a nice conversation to have, though, isn't it?
It's an important one to have.
It is an important one because not many people actually take the time and energy to think about that. You know, where do I put myself first in terms of the family?
Or work.
Or work, yeah. Work
Yes.
will also do.
That's the one I'm guilty of.
Yeah, you put yourself first. And that's hard to do. But when you're doing it in a work environment and you're always doing the doing and everyone else is sitting back and taking glory for all the hard efforts that you've achieved because it's a team effort, and you think, hang on a minute, I'm not really getting much back for this. And you soon learn, don't you? You know. Mrs. McGonagall agrees.
Definitely.
Susan says, I do need to say no sometimes.
You do.
Maybe you need to say no more times than sometimes. It is important. For the first time in my 66 years, I have a plan just for me. Ooh, we got a plan.
Love it.
Do you want to tell us your plan, or are you keeping it under wraps? I have to be stronger as I'm getting older. Unfortunately, you do. And the thing is, if life hasn't taught you to be stronger by then, as you say, as you get older, it soon will do. Because it's something, a lesson, etc., that you need to experience and learn from. You got to remember, everything is a lesson. It's not just about, you know, oh, this happened to me today, and then you ignore it. It depends on your understandings, obviously, but in our thinkings, everything is a lesson, and it's there to be learnt and understood. Maybe not everybody thinks that way, I suppose. Me and hubby need to have more time together. Yeah, then make that time. You know.
You've got to make it.
Yeah. Is your husband someone who can support you, Susan, what you do? Or are you doing a lot of looking after and caring and nurturing, you know, that sort of stuff? Not set in stone, but I do want a cruise next year. I'll possibly move again, which will put me further away from my kids and grands. I think I remember saying you might have to have a move. Yes. It's definitely a lesson, Susan says. Yeah, I agree, definitely. I agree with myself.
Intention, action,
reward. Yeah. Where are you going on a cruise anyway? You got any ideas? Fancy a trip round to Blighty?
It's
He's very supportive. Yeah, no, that's good. But again, I'm just trying to ask and pinpoint where it is that your resources and yourself are being spent. So if it's not on your husband, it could be family, it could be work, etc.
Arlene's going to Egypt.
Egypt. Wow.
One day we'd like to see Alaska.
Who are you asking? She said Alaska. Who are you asking? Egypt. Marlene's in denial. Sorry, gotta have a little laugh, haven't you? Are you going on your own, Marlene, to Egypt? Or does the people who you're going with know that they're going yet?
Joke.
What was that? Gotcha. Yes, I can understand how you might see that. One would say it was quick-witted. I must see the pyramids, my hairdresser, and possibly Joe. You're going on holiday with your hairdresser? Miss McGonagall says, going to Spain Thursday with my 2 girls. Hopefully I can find a bar and for some time for me. I think you'll find a bar. There's plenty over there. Since, as you say, we're getting older, definitely spend more time, precious time together. Denial, I mean. Double spell check. Yeah, that backfired, didn't it? Hey, Wendy? He's great fun. Who? Your hairdresser? Oh, is it he? I don't know what, I just presumed he would be, the hairdresser would be a female.
You get both. Male and female.
Yes, I know you can get both. We'll get into a discussion about hairdressers now and what their roles are. Yes. Oh. Interesting though, isn't it? About everybody's lives and how busy we can all get. So we do appreciate you taking the time this evening to talk. Love watching you too.
We love having you here.
Yeah, we love having you here, Susan.
We appreciate everybody.
I've got to say that again. We appreciate everybody for turning up and playing their part. And just having that space and time.
And you can appreciate us back by doing this.
Yeah. You know what they say when about you say assume? Yes, I do exactly know what you mean. Makes sense, you and me. Oh, I see. In the wording.
Us, you, me.
Right. Okay. I thought it was about the. Yeah, I'm not going to say it on here. It's too naughty a word. Had a wonderful day yesterday with family. That's nice to hear. Mother, what are you going on about? Me too. See how fast you can type now, Mum.
That's anything like maybe 2 words.
Yeah.
Delete.
She usually presses it, and then the trouble is a finger probably pressed the next button next to it, and then never mind. Now, you've got your glasses on, haven't you?
I made my keyboard bigger and I still hit the roll out.
Yeah. Amanda Jane Murphy.
Hello to you both. We'd love a reading if joy.
Well, the way we work, Amanda, is if you stay on comments and join in the conversation, we generally get drawn, and then when we're ready, we'll say, got something for you. At the minute, we're just enjoying a bit of a chit chat, a chin wag, as they say, just before we get going. And if you're new here, Jane, no, you're not Jane. I'm reading a middle bit. Amanda, would you do us a favour and give us a thumbs up and a subscribe, because it would help us loads if you haven't done already. He's picking on us tonight, Mum. Cause see that. No, actually, don't. Okay, let's.
Don't feel sorry for my mum. self-inflicted.
Oh, Mum says she loves watching us both. Well, that's nice, isn't it? Yes. Cecilia has got a bit of a headache, apparently. So if she's watching this later or whenever, it's self-inflicted. Yeah, so I have no sympathy whatsoever. Apparently she was out really late. You know, so hats off to her. Susan, can you tell me anything about my beautiful family day yesterday? Ooh. Are you talking about who? Certainly will. Bless you both. Thank you, Amanda. So are you talking about a scenario? So in my head, I'm outside, okay, and I'm in an environment where there's either seating outside or something like that. Can you understand that first, Susan? Because if not, this is linked to another part of your life. Okay? Or another, not part of your life, another time of your life. That's the right word. And we'll go from there. Yes, I can. So yesterday, the scenario is I feel like there's rows of people. That's how it comes across to me. Okay. And people are in summery dress wear, shall we say. But I feel you're asking about those in spirit that may have been around you. If I've got that wrong, then say so. But for me, that's where my head lies. Okay. Because I feel there's a gentleman around you, and I feel that this gentleman was of some sort of foundations. Well, he showed me foundations. Okay. But I got the impression he was either a builder or somebody like that, because he said the word bricklayer. So someone who worked in that industry. So can you understand that, Susan? Someone from the non-physical world who had a life where they worked in construction, laying foundations. And that's an interesting point to say, really, about laying foundations, because that's building the groundworks for something of a future plan. So maybe you had ideas or conversations yesterday about building together something new. Oh. We had a family wedding yesterday. My husband wore my dad's ring. Wow. Okay. Can you take the conversation about foundations? That's good. So weddings, great idea for building foundation, new life. But I need to confirm this bricklayer builder type of gentleman. Foundation of your dons. Yeah, but they could be don.
It could be mafia.
Yeah, capiche. Sons, we know what you meant, yeah. But still, I want to revert you back to the bricklayer, because you keep talking on and you're not talking to me about the bricklayer man, the guy that works in construction. I need to get that link sorted first. Can we just focus on that for a minute, please? Because I feel he was an older gentleman around you, okay? So if it's not someone you know directly, it's certainly someone linked to the family. That's kind of how I'm feeling this, okay? Oh. Hey, Tasha.
Away from the angles of the screen.
Yeah, go like that. What's happened to your voice? Nothing. It's fine. Thank you for asking. Don't know. We have a friend. That's really nice of you. You've got a friend. Okay.
Which means you've got a friend who's a bricklayer.
It does, yeah, but the point is, it's the link, isn't it? That's what I'm trying to build with her at the minute, and it's quite jovial. But there's obviously talk about expanding families, so that is a good, solid working base for foundations to be built on, I should say. We have a friend who's in the building trade. Yes, that's great, but this person was a builder who's passed, who's in sort of non-physical land, and therefore there's not even land, is it? Existence. And then therefore he's coming through and he's talking about that. Well, they're all flying in tonight. So I need to talk about him, okay? I don't know, was there a flashy car? Like an old car? Like an old, maybe it was sports classic car or something like that? Classic cars? Does someone else deal with those sort of things? Does someone have an interest in those things? Work with me, Susan. Come on. Ah, yeah. Oh, I smell perfume then. Ah, what's that perfume smell? Fragrance. And did someone else have a new smell on, a new fragrance? Is it something that heightens your senses? Did you think you smelt someone yourself when you were sat out yesterday? Could you sense family around you? Family seems to be really important. I mean, not seems, I mean, it is obviously, but in this instance, it was because it was such a gathering, as you call it, getting together, you know. And there's talk about a small dog as well, small dog around. So maybe you had a dog in the family that passed, but the little dogs were little dogs, so there's more than one then. We have a beautiful family now. Don't know a person. I was adopted. So not sure. Okay. But you were adopted into a family, if that makes sense. And all I'm asking you to do is to consider someone around you, is what I'm trying to say to you, which is why these little messages are important, because it helps expand the mind and the thought. So far we want to discuss about the car, the sports car, that sort of stuff. I smell aftershave in my hallway today. Okay, well, I've just smelled perfume. Well, I say perfume. It was quite a strong fragrance, so I could presume it was a perfume smell. And I also need to talk to you about the small animals around you as well. So obviously there's animals in spirit that are around you that draw near to you. And if it's almost as if when they were here, they would get under your feet sort of thing. Well, they're kind of still doing that same thing as well. Okay. And there's also an old chair that reminds you of someone. Or well, not reminds you of someone, reminds you of someone who used to sit in that chair. I need you to think about that as well. And there's also caravans around you. No idea why. Maybe you had caravans holidays. Maybe you've had some caravans. Maybe you've got a caravan. I don't know, but there's caravans around you. We had lots of animals. How lovely. Okay. Where's that going? Can you take a Jake or a J sounding name, a male J? It's like Jake, John, that sort of thing as well. Could be a John. And that feeling of being overwhelmed as well. My mum had a wicker chair. Okay. It has to be a chair, by the way. It's not a sofa or something like that, two-seater or whatever. It has to be a single chair, just so we're clear on that. Okay. But yeah, I'm the sense or the overpowering feeling that I've got around as well is the sense of feeling overwhelmed around you. Maybe it was because it was such a lovely day yesterday. That feeling can feel intense because of all the family members joining and being around and having a wonderful time together. And there's a feeling of getting away from it all as well. It was a chair. Yeah, okay, thank you. Feeling of getting away. So maybe there is a sense around you that needing to have a break. Do you need a rest, a break, time out for yourself? Maybe you do. Maybe you've booked somewhere. Maybe you are going away. I don't know if you did say earlier. I can't even remember, to be fair. Where are we?
Charlotte.
Oh, Hello, Charlotte. My little one sitting next to me wants you to say hi, Amelia, if you can please.
Hi, Amelia.
Hi, Amelia. Was that loud enough? Tell your mum you want some sweets now, and she'll have to go get you some. Oh yeah, it's probably way too late for a minute. Never mind, deal with that one. I've been overwhelmed for the last 2 weeks. Still got 2 more family funerals. I said to her today, we need a holiday. Thank you. Because what they're saying in effect is they're picking up on your energies and your thoughts and how you're feeling, and they're trying to bring them into you. This is going to sound really odd, okay? So please, I don't mean to say this in a strange way, but I'm being shown toes, okay? But it's like the toes have got something wrong. Like, I don't know, maybe the toes are crooked, maybe they're sore, maybe they're painful, maybe, I don't know. There's something going on with someone's toes. Would you understand that as well? Okay. Because as that might sound odd to say, it seems to be quite an important thing for someone because I think it feels like it's rather painful and stuff. Made a day, she's waving, yay! Way too late for sweets. Thanks. Well, you opened that can of worms, didn't you, Mrs. McGonagall? You see? Yeah, it's the toes. Someone's got really sore toes. I don't know if someone stubbed their toes, got a longer issue. My cousin has been in hospital, had his feet done last week. Oh, okay. When you say had his feet done, I don't mean to be like rude or anything, but what happened to his feet? Were they broken? You know, did he need to see a chiropodist? I don't know, something like that. But as long as, yeah, it could have been something like that. Yeah. Hi, Sam. But I think maybe the thing is like maybe someone or maybe family don't realise how like painful his toes, or I say his, I don't even know, do I? Hey.
She does
his feet, yeah. Maybe people aren't aware as how much pain he has been in with his toes. And then the follow on to that is as well, this is a kind of a funny remark, really. Someone is trying to keep you on your toes. No surgery, but needed to be looked at. Okay, that's good. Okay, have you got some bits do you want me to read for you?
I don't know if it's for Susan.
It might not be for Susan, so everyone else listen up and just see where we're going with this. So we've got a link to a person called Frank. Okay, if anyone can take that, please say so in the comments. There's a memory or photo of a young girl, yellow dress, knee-high white socks. There's 2 armchairs with a side table in the middle of them and a floor lamp.
And it was sat in front of a window because there was curtains.
Okay, so it was sat in front of a windowsill and there was curtains behind. So can anyone take that vision, that view? Can you place that somewhere?
Or do they have a photo of it?
He's been very poorly. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say to you. It might not be registered enough to everybody else in the family how bad he has been, but I'm sort of sensing I felt that this was quite urgent and, you know, he needed looking after. I don't know, again, if you can take any more for what Maria's just said. Maybe you can, maybe don't. But I am going to thank you for working with me, Susan, and hopefully that's gave you some nice little messages for my friends upstairs this evening. And maybe you can take some of this stuff, some of these links, this information that's been passed over.
I'm not sure it's for.
No, I don't know.
No, I'm just saying that's not my.
Yeah. We're waiting on you, Susan. In your own time. I can't take any of Maria's, but would love a reading if you can, please. What do you know? Really? Was taken to hospital with sepsis and cellulitis. Okay, so yeah, he's pretty poorly then, really, isn't he? Yeah. Okay. Well, let's hope a full recovery for him. Well. Okay. So we're still waiting on a response, really, for the messages that Maria had.
Even if you can't.
Even if you can't take it, just say sorry. That's not for me. I can't take it, etc. And then, we'll move on. And we'll see anyone else that might be able to take it and understand the messages. Think back to family members, really. Remember people's homes, what they were like once, how it might be now still, that sort of thing. You might have to think a little bit on it to understand, like the chair, two chairs, the windowsill, the floor lamp, the little side table. Marlene says no, sorry. That's okay. Does everybody like our picture beyond, by the way? Just thought I'd say that while we're waiting for Susan to respond. You sure? Yeah. Okay. Right, we're going to be moving on now then. Love it. Thank you. Nice. Do better than nice, can't you? I'm thinking I might be able to take it. Sounds a bit like my nan and granddad's. That's what we're trying to say. You have to place it in your mind where it might have once been. And if your family, like your nan and granddad and things like that, was a while ago, you got to think about it, how it was set up. Thought that was a new picture. You just completely ignored the messages there, Susan. Never mind. I do like the picture and the colour changes. Thank you. Miss McGonagall, beautiful. Keep seeing yous, look behind yous. Can't take the yellow dress, but sounds like my mum's house. Okay, so you've got possibly two. You've got BB. Well done. BB. Welcome. Hi. And yes, I like the moon picture. Love the phases of the moon. Yeah. Good.
So there was also the Frank.
Yeah, the name Frank. A link to a name called Frank.
Month of September.
And a month of September of significance. So birthdays, anniversaries, what's the word? And passings, yeah. Yeah, but there's an R sounding name there, isn't there? Anyway. So we did have Do you have a surname?
I do,
yeah. I've got one too. I ain't telling you it though.
Granddad is Frank.
Oh, right.
Can you take the September?
Can you take the September, Joe? That's important. Birthdays, anniversaries, remembrances. There you go. Got it. Frank was my husband's granddad. Oh, you finally got there, did you, Susan? Well done. Yay. What about the living room that we're trying to explain the picture of, as in because we were with you on the link when it came through, so you know the first part of the question was, can anyone take the name Frank? And anyway, as we move forward through that, we've obviously had the chairs, the two single chairs with the mini side table in between them, the floor lamp, the the curtains behind with the window behind. We've also got a young girl in a yellow dress, high white.
Light shoes between 8 and maybe 12.
8 and 12 maybe of age. What's your surname? What's got to do with you? Not sure of his passing as very young. Yeah.
It's okay.
No, but it might not just be a passing. It could be also be a separate thing as well. Like you might be able to say, "Oh yeah, I've got a birthday in September," or family member's birthday. There was a bowel or stomach issues around this person as well. Hopefully, you'll be able to understand that and take that. We do like to have a bit of a joke when we're working with spirit because they just raise your vibrations and make you laugh. So you've got to work with them. And we do have a very strange sense of humour, I might say. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but we don't really care about that. It makes us laugh, and that's how we go. Can't take the yellow dress. See, the thing is, it might be you as that younger person in that yellow dress years ago. You don't know. You see, so they might be giving.
I can't remember my clothes from being young.
Well, I certainly didn't wear a yellow dress. I know that. Did I, Mum? Back me up here. But again, it's one of those scenarios, isn't it? Like they might be showing you how they saw you when you were young. Guys, I want to tell you, I had a cool vision of Abraham Lincoln the other night. He was writing at the back with a side candle light, and he looked round at me and looked back. Wow. Super cool. Yeah. Do you worked out what it means yet? I did have a yellow dress when I was about 12. There you go. So you can take the name Frank and you can take yourself wearing that dress. You look good in it. Sorry, you look good in yellow, really, not a yellow dress. Yes. Thank you. But I prefer blue. It's more masculine. Hey. But you did think yellow looked good on you. Why is everyone so eager to take the mick out of me for? Yeah, it's gone really hot in here, isn't it? So I think this is still partly with Susan, if I'm honest with you. Yep, I knew straight away telling you to finish my book I'm writing. There you go. What's your book on? Is it your memoirs? Oh.
Meanings of surnames.
Meanings of surnames, yes. Yeah. I thought I was a bee's knees. What, wearing the yellow dress? You probably did. But again, let's get back on track because we're wandering off again now. We need you to think about the September link. So birthdays, celebrations of anniversaries and remembrances of passings in September. And then obviously talking about someone who passed with a bowel and stomach issues or had those issues while they were here. Can you understand that, Susan? Because so far, Susan, we've spent a long, long time with you and I'm happily eager to sort of move on. Poetry book called Beautiful Worlds. Yeah, what's the surname of it called? The boys were taking the mickey.
Oh,
boys.
Out of interest.
I've got no idea where she's going with this because she's talking about. When you say the boys, what are you talking about? Your brothers? It's odd, isn't it? Because we start and ask one question, we get a reply about something else. It's so bizarre.
She's on Facebook.
So she's going to get a delay, isn't she?
A good delay.
Yeah. Not sure about bowel issues. Okay. Well, you can take most of it, and I would like to say to you, take their love with you this evening, knowing that your family have been around you, as well as having the celebrations yesterday. They are still around you, okay? Showing their love and expressing their love and showing you through the messages that you've received this evening. Thank you, Susan. We're going to move on from you now. Thank you. Let's have a quick drink. If either of you, there's only there's more than two of you there. If any of you are sat out there, Charlotte Mary follows. I've got no idea. Follows. Yeah, I ain't got my glasses on, and yeah, still a bit blurry. But if anyone is after a message, then please say so. I am staying with my sister because her husband. Oh no!
I'm so sorry.
The day after your birthday. Oh, baby, I'm so sorry to hear that. Be strong for her. Be a tower of support. Bless her. Oh dear. That's sad, isn't it?
It's really sad.
Oh. Say so. Thank you. That's okay. I see. The trouble is, you've said that now, and now we're sat there and kind of linking in inadvertently because we're kind of wanting to help, and we're obviously you're not at home and you're not in your home environment, and therefore we might have your family around you, and not entirely sure if you would like to talk to us in that environment in terms of us working this evening with you, PB. But needless to say, your friends in spirit are all around you. Oh dear. That's hard, isn't it? It's hard for us left here, but over there they're celebrating. I mean, that's the irony of it, isn't it? You're being rebirthed back. Ah, sorry, Wendy says. You're being rebirthed back home and shown all that love, compassion, and unconditional love.
Say yes to me.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of wondering, and wasn't then sure if it would be okay to talk to you about this or not.
Love watching you both. Thank you so much for your messages.
You're welcome, Susan.
Guys, could we have a collection message for the world?
That would be great. Yeah, it's quite simple. It really is. Just think of love, unconditional love, and send it out. That's all you need to do. It's not hard. You don't have to overdo things to make it something. It is literally that simple. Something possible. Thinks she needs to hear something. Okay. The feeling I'm getting with this was this energy that I'm experiencing around me right now. There's obviously a two-toned energy feel going on, because one, I'm feeling your energy, okay, about how your energies are right now in terms of, the grief, the loss, the upsetment of what you're currently going through. And the second part of that is the kind of realization that life is eternal and life never ends, okay? And therefore, from this, I want to express to your sister, BB, the love, the compassion that is being brought forward right now. I feel that immensely. I feel it all around me energetically. I'm also slightly getting tight with my breathing, so there must have been some sort of shortness of breath or something like that. Joanne Prue, good evening. I'm not entirely sure what the passing was caused by, but I do feel that something was, when it happened, it was quick and it wasn't kind of, what's that? I feel that there might have been a fear associated to passing with this person, okay? Okay, so in that sense, like, it felt like there was a certain amount of fear associated with this gentleman. I feel it's the gentleman anyway. Yes, there was a shortness of breath. Thank you. The weird thing is, I keep being shown a wheelbarrow, okay? And I got no idea why the word wheelbarrow is important, but I keep being seen a wheelbarrow. And it's like someone's pushing their wheelbarrow along. And that might be something that this person did in life or was able to do when was physically able to do so, in a fit, healthy state. But there's the word wheelbarrow. I can't get the wheelbarrow out of my head. It's the most bizarre thing, because you wouldn't have, again, I don't I don't want to put stops on what spirit give me, because at the end of the day, that might mean something to you in a bigger way than it would mean something to me. So I'm trying not to get in the way of that message of the wheelbarrow. Okay. I'm being shown water. He was a strong man, yeah. Okay, so I don't know if you've been near water recently, as in over the last day or two, like a river, a lake, somewhere where there's actual physical water, and you may have stood on the side, taking in the breadth of the air around you. But all I'm saying is in that essence of standing there, and this might be something that you do, is that I feel this person's energy is around you, okay, that he's drawing in. He worked at a lake. Oh, wow. So the point is, when they're showing me things like that, it's almost like when you go and visit places that would represent a place of where that person would have been, i.e. worked at a lake or, a reservoir, or, those big places and stuff like that. He might have been a gamekeeper or something, I don't know, a warden or something. But like, it brings somehow, weirdly, it brings the energies closer because your minds are directly linked to where that person was. So you're already thinking about it. We walk to the lake every day with the dog. Oh, okay. Well, that's what I wanted to say after that, was that I feel he's been around you, walking next to you. And I don't know if you can take lilies or the name Lily, but there's lilies around. What's those little white flowers as well? Are they lilies? I don't know. I can see white flowers. Yeah. But I'm seeing little flowers as well, but also lilies. We walked with the dog. See, you'll probably start seeing the dog play up a bit as well, because I think the dog will be able to energetically feel his energies around you. So if the dog is playing up, being a bit boisterous and wants to sort of do things or run off or whatever, try not to. I say try not to shout at the dog or anything like that, but it's more about the dog is recognizing the energy and having fun by playing with, this gentleman. The lilies bloomed this year. Oh, okay. Do you know if there was a heart attack moment or anything like that as well? Because my chest is sore and so is my arm. So I don't know if there was a breathing issue as well, but I know that there was something like around that area, chest pains and things like that. And the side of my head, I don't know if that is anything either. Do you know if the side of the head means anything? Did he hurt his head? Maybe he had a fall, I don't know. Okay. Again, it might not mean anything to you, sorry, from my perspective, but the name Jay, or a J sounding name, I should say, but I felt like he was saying Jasper. Yes, all of that resonates. You must have heard the terminology Jasper the friendly ghost. And I think he's having a laugh. Oh yeah, it probably is Casper, but he's having a laugh because it feels like Jasper.
Yes, he hurt his head.
Yes, he hurt his head. Okay. I feel he's trying to impersonate by saying, I didn't realise this was what it was like over there. And I could be anywhere and anywhere at any moment. All you have to do is say, I'm like, he's learning this and realising I could be anywhere around you right now. Like, I feel he's here with me and you. The trouble is, you guys don't live anywhere near here. Casper, yeah, but to me, he's saying Jasper. So either it's Casper, the friendly ghost, but he's making a laugh about it by saying Jasper. Maybe that's part of his personality. He was a bit of a joker in that respect, and therefore enjoyed having fun and playing with things. Maybe he was good with words. Maybe he liked to play on words, have that type of energy about him. But he was, I almost want to say as well, did he have anything to do with, was he into trees? Like, I know you said he's around lakes, but did he have a thing about trees? Did he learn about trees? Did he read about trees? like maybe understanding the cycle of trees and the, what's they call them, the felling of them. And was a fun-loving dude. Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you. I kind of get that that wouldn't have been in his mindset about, well, I believe in this afterlife, as people call it, which may I correct and say, well, this is just a life existence. We go home. And whilst he might not realise or understand one is here, home isn't here, home's over there, he'll have all that knowledge now about what's going on. But the throat as well, there's something going on about the throat. There were trees all around the lake. Okay. But I mean big trees. And this is going to sound... Can I ask, do you know if your sister had said what she wanted to say to him? Because I feel, because my throat's playing up, I feel like I'm choked up a little bit. There wasn't a chance to say anything. And I feel like he's saying, it's okay. I know what you felt, and I know that love that you have and had for me. I kind of want to say, at the end of the day, you know, I'm going to be around you even more, trying to ease your pain. But the thing is, he'll show up in different ways now. When you're on your walks, you'll recognize his energy around you. When you're sat thinking about him, he'll draw in, you know. But I feel like there's something not quite said, or didn't have the time, or was a chance to say something and it wasn't said. And he's like, it's okay, I get it. You know, it's not a problem, because he knows in his heart that you loved him. Which I think is beautiful to know, that he already knows that. He's also showing me two younger girls, generation below. So I don't know if you've got, or your nieces. Yeah, two nieces. Oh, thank you, baby. I hope it's helping you and your sister at this time. But he is talking about two nieces. Like there's two girls. That must mean something to him. And because it's a generation below him, I think that's what he's trying to say. It's like, either these two girls, these two younger ladies, whichever way you want to describe them, I feel he's talking about these two girls. Like he's saying, I'm going to be around them as well. So whether or not they recognize it, or in terms of this type of work, BB, you know, as I've just explained, he will be around your sister more when you're going out and doing your walks and things. Just know he's walking side by side with you. Every step that you take, he's there. Yes, they're two nieces. Thank you. Okay, so he's also trying to sort of say, I'm not just forgetting those that I love as well. I will be around all of you and helping you as much as I can. And he's got a real funny sense of humour, because he's almost implying, because like you're his brother-in-law, sister-in-law, and he's your brother-in-law, he would almost have a bit of a jibe at you, maybe, for your way of belief system. Do you understand that, BB? Because I kind of thinking he's like, oh, well, if you know that I'm around, I'm going to be around you as well now, and I'm going to start annoying you a little bit more, just to prove a point, because he now can. You know, he was a nice man. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not saying he wasn't. I'm saying he you know, in the sense of his humour, the way he comes across, I'm feeling him very a jovial type of person, and maybe that's more of his personality coming through than maybe he would have allowed to when he was here. But he's like, oh, I'll be over here, and then I'll be over there, and then I'll be back over here again. But he won't leave your sister's side. I keep saying your sister, forgive me, because I don't know your sister's name, so please forgive me for saying your sister. He's saying, I won't leave her side. And I don't know if she's recognised this yet, but you know when you lie in the bed and you feel like the bed pops down a little bit at a certain side, and you think, oh, someone sat next to me. That's the sort of thing I feel he's trying to do, or at least impress upon you, to say, I'm going to be around you. I'm going to be sat next to you whilst you're lying down in your tears. Linda. Ah. First thing that comes to mind then, he's looking for Linda. So, you know, Curiosity Killed the Cats, wasn't it? Was it not that song? The group? Looking Out for Linda. I'm so good with music, you see. That link, that connection with him is so strong. Like sitting down next to you, I'm there. I don't know if you've got a single chair. I don't mean an armchair, but like an upright chair, like almost like a dinner table chair.
Level 42.
Level 42. There you go. Listen to Level 42, Looking Out for Linda's song. But the sense like it could be on the corner of a table and it's sort of sticking out a little bit, and you think, well, who's moved that? I feel that's kind of where he would have sat, and that's where he will sit, and you'll have like telltale sign. My hands are covered in ink. You'll have telltale signs of things like that happening around you. You know, I don't know if he was a little bit what's that word? OCD, you know, with things having to be a certain way. And I feel he would now have a bit of a laugh about that. So if all the cups are running in the sink and you find one out of sync, out of alignment, he's like, no, I did that. Because he knew if he was here, he wouldn't be doing that because it would play with his headspace. That's kind of what I'm saying. Blessing you both. To you both. Yes, the chairs are correct. And move the table. Yeah, there you go. See? I don't feel for a moment that he is not leaving you. I'm saying I feel he's even more around you now because he's got that freedom to be where he wants to be. You know, definitely when it comes down to the movement of things that I think he could move freely with the energy that he would build up and use. And you go, why's the cup sticking out like that? You know, and why is that sort of sat like that? It's interesting to sort of see it, and you might brush by it in your headspace, but realistically, that's what I'm saying to you. You've got to be aware of the signs that they would use to connect with you on that level. I'd like to say to Linda, if I may, you know, in your darkest of hours, when you do feel alone, remember remember him holding your hand or you holding his hand, because there's a connection of hands being put together. Okay. And I feel he's saying, when you're in your darkest moments and you are feeling that low and you put your hand out, I will grab it. Okay. And I will press upon it and I will let you know that you're not alone. Wow. Just before we kind of finish with this this connection with you, Linda, did he have a name for you? Did he say something? You know, if you went to bed at night and off you popped to go to bed, and instead of saying, I don't know, this is true with the handholds. Thank you. You know, like you might have had certain things that you may have called each other. You might have called each other all sorts. Let's be honest. You know, but there was a certain phrase that was or a particular phrase that you were fond of hearing, and that I think they held hands all the time. What a lovely, lovely thing. And I don't think he's ever letting go. But it's the term of the phrase that, you know, when you go to bed at night and you say, right, I'm off to bed now. No night, well, you know. And then he would then reply back, good night, so-and-so. But it wouldn't be Linda. I think it would be something else, abbreviated or a term of endearment, you know. Yeah, yeah. Oh. And I know your head is probably banging right now, Linda, from the stress and the strain of what you're going through. Please, you know, she had a nickname for him. Okay. Well, he's saying the same back. He's like, I've got my nickname for you too. And, you know, you just name that nickname and I'm there. You know, it's just another way, direct route for them to connect. And I and you, I know, feel very privileged to be able to sit here and do this, to pass these messages on to you, Phoebe, and your strong, amazing sister, Linda. And our hearts go out to you all. He was so good night on. Yeah. Again, it's not. That's what I'm saying. As silly as that might sound, and it doesn't sound as impactful as it might be. You know, it wasn't the name Linda. That's what he's pointing out. He's saying good night, whatever, and there you go. I hope that's helped you. Thank you for tuning in, BB. I hope you might stay to the end, or if you need some time to go over what was said. Remember, this is on live, and it will be on playback afterwards, so you can go through it again and maybe go through it and listen to it and pick up on bits that you might have not heard of directly or something like that. But we do wish you all well, and sending our love to you all. Bless you. Wow, intense. Feel that? I was getting quite emotional then.
I was as well. Yeah. Let's take a sip of my drink because it's like.
Yes, I had to hold it together then, people. Didn't we do well? Holding it together, I mean, not the reading or anything. I have so much faith and love. Yeah, you have to. And if that doesn't prove what the world of spirit can do and show you, you know, Linda needed your kind words. Bless her. That's all we can do is try and help those that are kind of going through something. I love you both. Oh, bless you. Love you too, baby. You know? It's really difficult, isn't it, when people are going through stuff and you want to help and you just think, I just hope, you know, that they turn up. And they do. And they never cease to amaze us, do they, really? They work with us and, you know, we have a laugh and then it gets serious, you know. There's a reason it gets serious because, you know, after the laughter, they build that energy up and then they work with us and then, you know, it comes through because they need to use that energy up. Such comfort words in hard times. Absolutely. Everyone's saying lovely reading. It was heartfelt, loving reading. Yeah. Okay. How are we doing for time? Oh, what was that you were bringing up? Just before you do go, BB.
Wasn't it safe for everybody off?
Oh, okay.
Reading for everybody.
Oh, I don't know. Was it Charlotte? Are you still there, Charlotte?
Well, yeah, not just for Charlotte.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I remember these words that were given to me by my guide.
Oh, yes.
I thought
you wrote them down, didn't you?
As a universal message to everybody.
Do you want me to read that out?
Oh, I can't read it.
Let me read this message that Maria's guide gave over. Okay, all ears up, ready? Okay. Creator, great universal spirit, draw me closer to you. Draw me closer to all that connects us. Let my soul transcend and allow our light to fully merge and permeate every cell in my being. Allow me to walk gently upon this earth. Let each step imprint my light into the ground I walk. May my heart be full with love and my mind be at peace. May I see myself for what I truly am, an energy, a soul, a light. That I am connected to a universal energy, here to experience a human existence. That I may expand my consciousness, develop and grow my soul. Every day I am guided by your love and grace, that I honour and align with my soul's journey. Wow. That's a powerful message right there, isn't it? Wow. Such beautiful words. Yeah. Whew. Impactful, isn't it? When you sit and think about that and go through it in your head. Beautiful words. Yeah, exactly, Mrs. McGonagall. Yeah, everybody's loving it, look. I hope your voice gets better soon, Maria. Yeah.
It's just taking its time.
Linda says she's appreciated our reading. Yeah. Marlene says that's a beautiful prayer, thank you. It was, wasn't it? Such, yeah. And thank you. You're welcome. So, as we move on, again, let's start another conversation, or let's say the floor is there for anyone who wants to step up and say, "Can I have some help?" And if we can, we will. Yes, Maria, healing thoughts to you. I'm all right. Thanks for asking.
So you do talk for me.
Yeah, my voice is really straining right now. I'll have you know. I haven't stopped yapping all evening. You know, but I'm all right. Thanks for asking. Wait for it. It's probably rattled Wendy's cage now. She'll say something. What was that lady that turned up and then we asked her to get in with the readings?
Oh, Amanda. That was ages ago.
Yeah, is Amanda still
That
about?
was like half an hour ago.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh, right. Oh, well. She's probably left now. Thought, well, if you're not talking to me, I'm not talking to you. So, well, it's not that we weren't talking. It was just we got busy in reading. Help. There's no help for you, I'm afraid, Mrs. McGonagall. Wish my child's voice would go. She would if you gave her some chocolate. That will shut her up for a minute. Wendy says, no, she won't. I knew you'd be there straight away, Wendy. Careful, you might laugh so hard you spill your hot chocolate in bed. Can I have a message on my past life? No. What do you want to know about your past lives for? Well, I think there's a thing with you about past lives, isn't there?
No, somebody else.
Well, okay. Well, now there's a thing with...
That's nothing. Yeah, I forgot Bernadette. Someone.
Oh yeah, Bernadette. Yeah, but I think you've got something about past lives, isn't it? I love chocolate.
I love chocolate too.
Yeah.
Joanne Prue.
Just interested. Oh, okay. You're just interested. I'm more interested in the current life that you're living. Because let's be honest with you, everything you've learned about your past experience and lives, you've gained that knowledge now. And now you've moved on and now you're evolving. Just open to know. Okay. Let's recorrect that thinking and say, what is it about this life now? Hey, I got up out of bed specifically to watch TV.
On a big TV.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah. She's sat in her armchair dipping biscuits in her hot chocolate right now, saying they won't mind me having another biscuit, will they?
Baby says we all need chocolate.
We do, yeah. That's right. Especially Mrs. McGonagall's child sat next to her right now has been asking for chocolate for the last hour.
Because of you.
Because of us. Chocolate fairy. No. That's okay. Chocolate fairies come back the next day, you know. Oh dear. Get out of that one then.
Talk about past lives.
Yeah.
Just in general. Like, overview of thoughts and feelings about.
Yeah, past lives are great because, you know, every life you live and go through in life experience is just like you're working towards something, aren't you? That's the way in which we view it. So, you know, if you live a certain life and you need to experience, whoa, what was that? You know, let's just make it simple. You need to know, no, let's rephrase this. Say you experience a life of being greedy, okay? And you live a life of greed. Everything that you have is all yours and all the rest of it. And you go, okay, so you've had a life of being greedy, but how were you when you were able to be greedy with others? And you weren't. So, you know, you go, okay, well, next life you'll go back and you'll have nothing. And you'll live a life of having nothing. And you'll go, well, what good's that to me then? Because it's teaching you those life lessons of how not to be something and how to be better at something in terms of how to be a better person in life. That sort of thing. What was that? I don't know. Something moved over there. She ran to the cupboard and got some little, which she said she... There you go. I said she could. Well, yes. Exactly. But she has to share.
Yes.
So we talk about being greedy. You have to share. Or you might have a life of affluence, you know, living in absolute amazing splendor and finances and money and all the rest of it. But what does it teach you? Are you a nice person with it, or are you not? And then if you're not, you could come back in a life being a servant to someone who is also very affluent, because it's teaching you humility in life, that sort of thing. That's what kind of lives are for. Yes, we all need chocolate. That's got nothing to do with what we're talking about. Really appreciate that.
I'm having chocolate by myself.
So you made up for it now, though, haven't you?
I'm having all the chocolate.
But yeah, that's kind of what, when we try and think about what lives are and how eating a gold bar, she said, you can have some. Gold bar.
Do you like a gold bar? Good choice.
Good choice. Well done. And there's all sorts of things that can happen in lives, like specifically, we learn a lot from families.
Yeah.
Primarily your immediate family. They're the ones that, you learn your most lessons from. And once you've understood and lived a life, you come back and you could be attached. Well, you probably are attached to the same life, family, but you come back as something else. So
you could be a daughter in this life. You could have been a mother in the past life.
Yeah.
You could be a brother, a father, an uncle, an auntie in the next one.
Yeah. You mustn't have had cake either, Maria.
I haven't.
No.
Wendy.
No.
Not a single bit of cake has passed my lips for
2 hours.
something.
Yes, withdrawal symptoms. You see, and that's where addiction comes in.
I think the feeling is.
Yeah, we're going back to the point now. We're being serious.
I think the point is, regardless of what past lives we may or may not have had, life is for living now, here.
Yes.
Moment.
Yeah.
And therefore, for us living a physical experience, it doesn't matter what we had back then, because we're not living back then. We're living here and now.
Yeah, but you could also have multiple lives right now, living in parallel. Yeah. You ever thought about that? That's going to blow your socks off right now, isn't it? And every one of them are probably having cake right now.
No, I am. I can taste it.
But that's the thing, isn't it? Is to think outside the box, to think outside what you think you know, to be able to accept a new understanding, a new way of thought that might be enable you to get through something now that you're currently working through. Do you think we glimpse a future life while living this one? Do you mean the future part of this life?
Yeah.
Or do you mean a separate life?
Future life.
Yes, I definitely feel that true, living many lives at once. Yeah, absolutely. And, sometimes you get glimpses of it, sometimes you don't, if that's what Wendy's talking about. The glimpses of it, I suppose. But I think the thing is to focus on the one that you're consciously aware of, which is this one right now. A separate life. So you're talking about a glimpse of a separate future life. I mean, the mind is a wonderful thing and it can connect on all sorts of levels. So I'm never going to say no to something like that. But I'm trying to ascertain what it is that what is it that you've seen in a glimpse of your future life then? That's probably more interesting. Sorry, yes, a separate future life. No, that's fine. I think the thing is, you get to choose what life you want to live, if that makes sense. So when we go home, we do all our healing and our life review, as they call it, and we go back over everything and we get opportunities to evaluate and look at what we could have done, should have done, did do. You look at the choices that you had at that time and how not only you felt, but how you then get to feel how others feel because of a decision you made, and all that sort of stuff. And then there's an opportunity at some point, once you've lived, if that's the right word, let's call it, when you're back in your existence as the soul that you're supposed to be, you have an opportunity to come back, and in that moment you get to choose what that might be. What's this? Sorry, yes. You would have to have a special spiritual gift to see future life. I look into the future.
Look into the future.
And slim, but no, it's not going to happen. As I like food. Oh, okay. I see. I see myself living in outer space. I thought you were going to say space. Sounds flaky, but sometimes I feel very strongly about it. Yeah, and it could be that you might feel that there's a connection now that you may have. See, you may have come from a different planet, Wendy. And judging by some of your responses, I think you are. No, but truly, you could have come from, a different star system or anything like that, So if you've got an affinity to stars, for instance, and you can sit in your front porch at night and look up and see all the stars, you might feel a real close pull towards that. Yeah. So I wouldn't try and sort of deny that part of yourself, but certainly sort of accept it and allow it in more. Wouldn't that confuse you? I don't know. I'm not the one thinking about it. I knew you were going to say that. Yep. Yeah. Well, there you go. Good evening, Kim. By the way, how you doing? But nothing is out of the possibility of the realm of your thoughts and thinking. I think we're taught we shouldn't think outside the box, and that's the big problem for me, because where there's possibilities, it's the starting foundation of building something, isn't it? In thousands of years, it's been predicted we will live in outer space.
Might have to.
We might have to, because, if Mother Earth isn't looked after as well as it should be,
And it's not.
In seriousness, thank you. No, that's what I'm saying. That you could have a pull towards the stars. I'm not calling you a star, by the way. I'm just saying you could have a pull and affinity with stars.
No, we're not aliens.
No, I'm
a human.
I'm a human. Yes, you might be the alien, Mrs. McGonagall. Getting there slowly, I think. Good, that's good to hear. I mean that, Kim.
I think we have to be very arrogant if we think that we're the only living life form in this massive, expansive universe.
Yeah. Yeah, who's to say we don't get visited? I mean, there is speculation and calls for talk that there is going to be a visitation next year. So, we might get that. It depends on what happens, if it's publicised. Sorry, not published. I don't know. People have been talking about aliens for years, though, haven't they? Areas, somewhere or other, and then, yeah. Gotta watch out for Area 56. It's a bit of a dead zone, apparently. A lot of people go missing around there. And it's a whole massive subject to be going into. Do you sit there and say, do you believe in aliens? Do you? Do you all believe in aliens? It's a big question to put out there, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's certainly one that puts people on the back foot, doesn't it? Because if they say yeah, does that then make them feel silly for saying yeah, and then they feel vulnerable? Or, are you confident enough to say, no, I do. I believe there's more, like you've said, to this existence that we are in, that we can't be the only ones in this galaxy of all the planets.
It's just scientifically, mathematically, even if you don't want to look at it on a spiritual level, scientifically, mathematically, impossible that we are the only living life form in the universe.
Well, you go back to that conversation about the comet. What was that comet? Free Eye Atlas. That maybe wasn't a comet, but was actually, driving so fast with its own trajectory and change of direction and turn around. Comets don't do that, I think they live among us. and I've done for years. That's the theory. Yeah, absolutely. But again, each to their own.
I think it's something else that's probably been hidden from us for generations.
Yeah.
And to a degree, I kind of do understand
why. Absolutely, yeah. Imagine
because some people just
can't cope.
They can't cope with the truth.
Yeah.
So I get why it's been hidden.
I think it's a really difficult subject for people to get their head around. I'm used to people rolling their eyes at me and my beliefs, but will always say what I think.
You have to.
You have to. You have to have that thick skin, because people will, if you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. And if people have the opportunity to tell you what they think, because do you know what? Their egos are so big, they need to tell everybody what they think. And you say, okay, well, they're your thoughts. You're entitled to your thoughts. I'm entitled to my thinking too. And you've got to be like that sometimes. We've certainly diverted off the current situation of conversation, though, haven't we? These things happen, don't they?
Sometimes you can't.
Yeah.
We're always saying about expanding your consciousness and your thinking. So
you've got to expand your consciousness and your thinking.
Conversations about that.
Yeah.
Would you like to meet one? I think that's the thing I find a little bit annoying, especially when people on social media talk about it, because there's always this assumption that it's something bad, and that annoys me.
Yeah, there's Hollywood for you, though, isn't it? The assumption that, a visitation from something or someone or an alternative being, etc., is going to be bad. Well, that's your fear talking right there. It's probably more dangerous to walk down the town on a Saturday night than it is to meet someone like that. All part of the spiritual guidance you guys give. Exactly. I'm here.
It's nice to meet you.
I'm a bit special, lol. I think everybody's just kind of determined that themselves. We're gonna go. Yeah. I mean, shameful, really, giving your child sweets and chocolate this time of night. But there you do. Ah, dear. Never mind. But yeah, I think that's the point, isn't it? You can have conversations with certain people and they will think you're bonkers. You can have other conversations and you can have a really good, engaging conversation with them. And you're not offending anybody, you're not upsetting anyone with points of view or anything. And I think the beauty of what we do is the fact that you can be yourself here. We don't find this as being a place of judgmental, or you can't say what you want to say. If you want to be a teacup, you can be a teacup. That's
not be a teacup.
That's right.
No, that's not going to work.
No, it's not going to work. But this is the point. We are here to bring a bit of light, a bit of guidance, a bit of conversation, some messages and topics of discussion. That's kind of what we do here, and I do thank you all for your time for this evening. I can be bonkers here and get laughed at. Yeah, but who's laughing at you?
No, we're laughing along with you.
Yeah, we're laughing with you, not at you. Yeah, exactly. Well, I might laugh at you, but I'm allowed to, right?
Special
privileges. I have got special privileges. That's right. Yeah, I'm allowed to say certain things.
Get away with it.
You know why I can get away with it? Because she's the other side of the world. And it doesn't matter. Again, I appreciate yours. Oh, bless you. Sorry, yes, with. Yeah, you're special. Well, you have to be a little bit like that, don't you, to work in this field? So let's be honest about it. Yeah. I think the thing is, nothing is off the table to talk about. And that's got to be a good thing, right? you know. And those that will find this helpful, enjoyable to watch, will watch and join in, hopefully. I hope tonight you've all had a little bit of opportunity to join in conversations. We certainly invite you to. Yeah, let's go over that again. Don't forget to put a thumbs up. Yeah, so don't go yet. How many of them have done it? 4 people. Come on, people.
Seriously.
In the high temperature this week, I've pretended to be a jellyfish. That shocked me. Oh, I see. Jellyfish shock. Don't you get a shock from that? It's a good thing indeed, and you help a lot, both of you and Celia when she joins. Well, when she can get over a predicament. Yeah, I'm not sure you know this, Wendy, but we'll certainly reiterate it again. You know, Cecilia was out partying until gone one last night, and she's a little bit slightly worse for wear today. So we are definitely going to keep that one going for as long as we can for, you know, failing to come to work today, shall we say.
Still 10 of you watching and only 5.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Come on, people. Please put a like on for us. Give us a thumbs up and a follow. That would be immensely helpful to us this evening. You know, we do a lot and we don't ask a lot other than that specifically. We are, however, we had this conversation earlier actually. We do private readings. So if any of you are sat there thinking, I would love to have a reading with you guys, we do them. They are charged and they last for about an hour because we do go quite deep in what we do. But we can arrange that. If you contact us and say, yes, I'd love that, please do so. I think it's time to wrap this up a little bit now. So it has been an amazing evening. Thank you all for your energies, your conversations, your support. And we hope that your start of your week will be a good one. And remember, your loved ones are always around you, supporting you, giving you love and guidance. And to that end, thank you for watching the SGC. We are back on Wednesday, 7 p.m, slightly earlier than usual. And we will see you then.
It seems to be working well.
It does seem to be working. Yeah. So yeah, have an amazing start to your week and we will see you soon. Take care.
Bye for now.
Bye.